Day 6 of doing a liquid fast for 30 days. Food is a drug that's being weaponized against us. What are the top diseases or illnesses in America right now? Heart disease, cancer, and diabetes. I know for a fact that you know somebody with one of these diseases or illnesses in your family, right? So what does that go to show? Is that the doctors, because I know for a fact that they go see the doctors, they go get checked out, they go get their prescriptions and everything. So you might ask, why aren't they healed yet? Why aren't they better yet? Well, guess what? The doctors, or AKA Big Pharma, they need you to come back. They depend on you to come back as a reoccurring customer. Why? Because you are a client. They're running a business, right? They cannot offer you real holistic solutions, cures. That's why we haven't found cures to any of these things in ages. But yet we figured out how to do everything else. We figured out how to create robots. We figured out how to do everything else in the book, but not that. There's a reason for that though, right? So my point is food is the bullets to these diseases. If I were to look at a person that has cancer, you know the first thing I'm thinking about? You're not taking care of yourself. I bet all the money in my pockets, you're not taking care of yourself, right? You have not made a lifestyle change. You have not fasted, you have not meditated, you have not went into nature, you have not been drinking tea, you have not been taking herbs, you have not been taking any of these things. I bet money. Because look, when you go to the doctors, what they're gonna do? They're only going to prescribe you, instead of prescribing you a lifestyle change, they're going to prescribe you medication and just tweaks in your diet, right? Don't consume fruits. Don't consume red meat. Yo, don't consume fruits because it has quote unquote high sugar. Bro, they just told that to my aunt not too long ago. That sounds crazy. Fruits have natural glucose, natural sugar, right? There's literally like fruits are healing in it of its. Like, this is the madness that we're dealing with. That's why I will never go to a doctor at all unless it's like I broke a bone or something that severe, right? Which, God forbid. But you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the only time I'm my own doctor. What we have to do is be our own physicians, be our own doctors, be our own nutritionists, right? Because if we leave it up to their hands, to somebody else's hands who went through the years of schooling, yeah, don't get me wrong, but all being indoctrinated with all the wrong information, and who knows if they know your body type, your blood type, the type of foods that you and your people eat, right? Like, they don't take none of these things and none of these factors into consideration. They try to do a one-size-fits-all type of solution, which never works, as they try to do it in school as well. Doesn't work. Fasting is one of those healing tools that they do not describe, that they do not mention. But guess where it is mentioned at, and guess where it is prescribed? In religion, right? And that's one of the great things about religion. That's why I'm not gonna knock religion off 100% because they do got some positive aspects, right? I think I was reading on it not too long ago, like Jesus did like a 40-day fast, right? Muslims do Ramadan and things of that nature. All of it is to promote spiritual well-being and physical well-being simultaneously, right? So that's one of the greatest things about religion, and also having to do your own research on how to cure some of your own problems that you have. What herbs cure what diseases and what illnesses? What lifestyle should I live that's conducive to my way of life and my well-being, right? Like, these are questions that we all have to ask ourselves, you feel me? In order for us to take our health back into our own hands, you feel me? And take that power back. Mind you, you think back in the day, there was doctors and people were going to see doctors? Hell no. People had herb stands, herbal shops where they could be able to, like, people already knew what they needed. Everything was already homegrown. Everything was already supplied from in-house. You feel me? And that's how they got what they needed, and that's how they healed themselves, bro. Trust me, God gave us everything that we ever needed. You feel me? Now to come to 2025 where we need goddamn little ass prescription pills, like, where are you finding that in nature, brother? You're not finding that anywhere, you feel me? So that's why when I tell y'all food is a drug, and when you go on a fast that you're gonna have to go through withdrawals, that goes to show you in and of itself, food is a drug and it's weaponized against you feel me? To make you dependent on it and have you think that if you don't have food in your stomach that you're hangry, bro, come on. That is a societal program. That is something that we've all got conditioned into believing, that if we don't have instant gratification, food right here on the spot, that we're gonna have that we're gonna be in bad moods and we're gonna have terrible days and we're not gonna be ourselves. Snickers, you're not you when you're hungry. It's all marketing strategies, it's all marketing tools. I'm definitely exposing all of this shit and I don't care. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's the truth. We all deserve the truth. You feel me? So that's when it comes down to me not feeling that hungry, those hungry spikes anymore, is because of that. I'm not relying off that no more. Before I was. I even admitted it myself, I was addicted to food, right? But then now being off this and being disciplined to the point that I am now is showing me that I'm taking my power back and I'm telling my body what to do. And I'm telling my body, yo, we're not gonna have food for the next 30 days. We're not gonna have food for the next, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling my body what to do. I'm calling the shots. I'm not letting food play the puppet strings on me no more. I'm trying my best not to let anything play the puppet strings on me no more. Because you know what's the goal? Freedom. You know what's the goal? Self-agency. That's what you should be striving towards. Not being controlled and being manipulated by things that you cannot say no to. You know what I mean? Because the things that you cannot say no to control you and have power over you, and you are their bitch. And if you can't control what's coming out of your mouth, what's going inside your mind, what's going inside your stomach, and your phallus, then bro, you're not a man. Mind you, this is my initiation to become more of a man and more of the person I want to become, right? You have to put yourself through these challenges. You have to put yourself through these things. I know I was talking about this in my last video, where you can continuously grow. You need resistance to grow. You feel me? And this is one of those things. But aside from all of that, some things that I've been going through during the fast is that I can't get up too fast, right? Because then I'll start to damn near black out, almost faint. You know, like my eyes will fully go black for a second if I do that, right? Like I have to treat myself, you know, very delicately, very carefully, and just move in more calmness and be more zen. That's all. I've really been going to the bathroom nowadays. And another thing is, which I know anybody that's on the fast can definitely relate, and which would probably be like, damn, that would suck if y'all were on the fast, that imagine having morning breath throughout the whole rest of the day. That shit is the worst, bro. You do not want that shit. I literally taste this shit right now. Like, the same morning breath, the same taste that you have on your tongue. And listen, yes, even after brushing your teeth, mouthwash, and all of these things, like, you're gonna need mint, bro. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, it's so bad, bro. It's so bad to have that taste in your mouth throughout the whole entire day. It sucks. But, you know what it also shows is that the detox is working, that your body is being repaired and is going through autophagy. I don't know if you remember me talking about that. But autophagy is your body clearing out, right? Cleansing out all of the damaged cells, all of the toxins to give you new cells, right? And that also leads up to stem cell reproduction, and it also activates the human growth hormone as well. And let me just give y'all one quick piece of advice for anybody thinking about starting a fast, right? This is what's helping me, right? Motivation is fleeting. It is temporary. What you have to rely on is discipline to carry you through for however long you go for. What I really recommend all of y'all to do is to focus on the why, right? Focus on why you're doing this. Focus on the results that you'll attain after the fast is over. Think about the person that you'll become after the fast is over. And think about the health benefits that you'll obtain during the fast, right? Like, you will see total, complete transformation, not only physically, but spiritually as well. Obviously, it depends on your goals, but anybody who's fasting similarly all has the same goals, right? So that's what I really recommend. Do not focus on the short term, focus on the long term of the journey and enjoy the process, bro. Like, yeah, it's gonna feel weird. Yeah, it's gonna feel a bit uncomfortable, and you're gonna be way out your comfort zone for sure. You feel me? But that's some things that just come with it, right? These are the costs that you have to pay for growth, for elevation, to level up. So keep that in mind, you feel me? And also just don't make food such a big deal. Like that's one thing I've been learning as I've been withdrawing away from food is like, food is not a big deal, bro. Like you've eaten food the majority of your life, bro. You're gonna eat it again after the fast. Just go through this one-time process, bro. For your sake, you feel me? For your sake, for everybody's sake around you, because you're gonna inspire others as you do this, as you tell them about it, or as you document it, whatever. Don't think being without food is the end all be all. Trust me, you'll be fine. I don't care if you've heard that people cannot go without food for 7 days. Please do your research, you feel me? And really look at the real facts, look at the truth, cross-reference a lot of things, you feel me? And really take your time before you even get into this, you feel me? Because what I will say, I used to have a really big impression on food. Anytime I used to smell it, anytime I used to see it, anytime it activated any of my senses, I used to get triggered. My dopamine receptors would go off, and I would immediately signal down to my gut, telling me to go eat something, and that's how the loop would happen, you feel me? But food is not that serious. It's something that can be easily broken away. I'm only on day 6, you feel me? And I don't even view food with such loving affection and things of that nature, you know, because it's resetting my dopamine when it comes down to my delayed gratification as well. So that's also another thing that has been helping me improve on, which is not having things instantaneously, right? So that's discipline getting sharpened for you right there. But yeah, overall, I still feel good. I'm still showing up here. I'm just learning how to carry myself throughout each and every single day. Each and every single day is kind of a different experience. So just learning to live with that, learning to deal with that, and learning to grow through that, right? So that's the most important part. Day 7, here we go. But oh my gosh, I can't wait for day 30. Day 31, bro, I'm going to eat the biggest fruit bowl in the world. Pliables, here I come, and sponsor me. All right, family. Peace and love.